the Chicago Bears in Detroit. America's team, the Bears now, well, Detroit, the largest crowd in 3 years, 71,000, but half of them were there to see the Bears. But the Lions said, this is our place, we're going to get fired up. And early on, Robert Clark makes a nice catch, beats Sean Gale, gets into the 25-yard line, but Dewerson hits him, Gale picks the ball up, the turnover results in Chicago football. They get a field goal, they lead it 3-0. Then Mike Tomczak goes to work. His best passing day as a professional. Hits the roboback, James Thornton. Wide, gaping holes in the Detroit pass defense all afternoon. Muster scores to make it 10-0. Detroit, though, has a weapon of their own. Barry Sanders darts into the end zone. Look at him. He just hands the ball to the referee nicely. Very nice. 10-7 Chicago lead. But these are the Bears. And Tomczak was hot. McKinnon. Where's the defense? Touchdown, 17-7 Chicago. But Barry Sanders showed, Tommy, if he can stay healthy, he's going to be a star.
For a small back, you expect him to have the quick feet and the good moves, but his leg strength is what's amazing. And once he gets down the field, you don't see him running out of bounds. You see him looking for people to hit. Here you give it to him again. He gets up the field, breaks a tackle by good defensive tackles. You know the Chicago Bears can tackle. This man is going to make it work.
Wayne Fontes is worried because after all that running by Sanders, and in the third quarter he got hurt, had to leave the game after 126 yards, bruised ribs. They took him out. 126 yards and a touchdown for Sanders. But Tomczak said it doesn't matter who's playing. Glenn Kozlowski beats Jerry Holmes badly on a 51-yard play. 20-13 Chicago at the half. Tomczak would hit a career-high 302 yards passing. 17 of 25, and he hit 9 different receivers on this afternoon. And when he wasn't passing, it's Neil Anderson running for 53 yards and a touchdown. He had 116 yards. Bob Galliano, meanwhile, in the silver stretch, had to watch the Bears keep putting points on the board, and he ran into problems, mainly Lorenzo Lynch. That was a major league problem for him. This is interception number 1. And Galliano gets Harvey Wallbangered on this one. Is it Galliano or Gagliano?
I'm glad I didn't say that.
Thank you, Tom. It's 9 for 19, 126 yards passing for Galliano, who's getting married tomorrow on the radio. But today it was the Bears that did the celebrating, not Galliano and the Lions. Chicago wins at 47-27. The Bears 28 fourth quarter points last week, 14 fourth quarter points this week. Although Detroit did do some scoring against them, it's the Bears that are 3-0. One other note on this one, Neil Anderson, compared to Walter Payton's best season ever, which was 1977, over 1,800 yards, he's pretty close in average yards a game. Anderson compared to Walter Payton. A little early to compare him to a legend, but Neil Anderson is off to a heck of a start. Although they lost, so is Barry Sanders, because he's the first Detroit Lion in 43 games to gain 100 yards. Got to go back to Gary James in 1986 for the last time that happened. Barry Sanders wearing a pretty good number 20, worn by Billy Sims, Lem Barney.